We thank you, Your Excellency President, for declaring the 53rd Annual Conference of the Bar Association. You can take our seats now, please. You have to be seated, please.
Be surprised what Tinubu said to one of the lawyers who was shouting his nickname, Jagaban, in that very video. Recently, just in the last couple of days, Tinubu has had to meet with the Nigerian Bar Association, and a lot of things have come out of this very meeting, and every single person, Nigerians are beginning to wonder if there is justice, honesty, and sincerity in all of this, because as it stands at the moment, it feels like a lot of matters, a lot of issues are being, not really taken very seriously. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Thank you. A video showing the moment Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu stopped to acknowledge the cheers from lawyers who were shouting his name while arriving at the venue of the Nigerian Bar Association conference in Abuja has surfaced on social media. Recall that Tinubu on Sunday attended the annual General Conference of the Nigerian Bar Association NBA in Abuja. A video that surfaced later pictured the moment President Bola Ahmed Tinubu stopped to acknowledge the cheers from lawyers shouting Jagaban, Jagaban, although the president was stopped by his security details for moving towards the lawyers but waved at them. Meanwhile, Tinubu was, while hosting the leadership of the NBA led by Yakub San at the presidential villa on Friday, promised that his administration would reveal the numerous issues and all going on with the judiciary office in the country. Tinubu said the comprehensive review of salaries and allowances of judiciary officers would take the issue of corruption out of the judiciary. The president said he knows all about the issues in the judiciary given his landmark success in reforming justice administration in Lagos State. So welcome, my people, and again you can hear and see for yourself. So the president seemed to be the head of what is currently ongoing now. In case you're not aware, in Nigeria we have three arms of government, and that has to do with the executive, which is the president, the vice president, the legislative, which is the House of Representative, and the Senate, as well as the judiciary. These three arms are supposed to be independent of one another for us to be able to experience as absolute transparency. We're having people not coming on one another to cause problem. However, this whole issue has gone beyond you can really imagine, because that being said, it feels like we don't have different arms of government at the moment. It feels like it's all intertwined, and this is what they have done over time. Okay, this is what they have done over time, and it is very, very unprecedented, because one will expect more from these people. However, we have not seen it. It is surprising to mention but a few that such things are still very much going on. There are times, and when we are expecting that the judiciary would stand up without fear or favor. However, the Constitution of Nigeria has not enabled for any of this. Okay, I've not really enabled for any of this, because at the moment where you're supposed to see that the judiciary salaries, especially what have to do with their money, is not connected to the executive in terms of in the government, they have created such a channel such that when it is time for, say, for instance, periodically every year or every 2 years, they have, for instance, an increment of 5%, 10%. So it's standard. Okay, and there are procedures and already methodologies in place on how to replace and fill up places. Until we have those in place, we will not have a situation and a government where there is absolute honesty, non-interference, okay, creeping in from one end or the other. Until we have that, we don't have anything. We don't have a government where truth and transparency becomes the watchword. Until we have that, we will not be able to say, indeed and truly, sincerely speaking, we have a government where the judiciary, if a case comes in, irrespective of who is involved, they will stand, in honesty, in truth, and in transparency without fear or favor. Until that, we cannot have, we can't say we have a government. Okay, that's the honest truth. Because as it stands at the moment, the judiciary is at the mercy. For instance, the president, now the executive arms, is saying we will review your salary. So if you judge a case that is against him, he can choose to say, don't worry, your salary remains the same way, and nobody wants to remain in the same cadre, especially with the cost of living these days. They just remain, in that place, going nowhere, making no progress. At the end of the day, it is sad, but it's the reality of what we are experiencing. And so nobody should expect, okay, thorough, complete, and true transparency from the judiciary. Nobody should expect that. Nobody. Nobody should expect that. No one. No one. Absolutely, completely no one should expect that. No one should expect that. Because when we say, we want, transparency and what have you, we haven't gotten that. No, not at the moment. We haven't. So I really wonder, and I'm really looking forward to the kind of judgment that will come from the judiciary. I'm really looking forward to it. And that's why we have to pray so that they are not compromised. They don't have issues tying them so much so that they have no choice. And so as a result, they will just have to, bear with the circumstances, and just because, again, it has to do with what concerns them. You see, so these are situations and things that have put us where we are at the moment. And if we honestly, sincerely wants to see that Nigeria becomes a change place where every arm of government is respected and things are done properly, until then, we may not be able to get the transparency we desire. Leave us a comment. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Bye for now.